Hi there, Maria here. I decided to use this first background that I have showed you in the previous video. So I decided to make a face and I'm going to show you how to draw up a basic front facing face. And it's not that hard actually. So I'm using charcoal pen here. I'm gonna get gesso over all of it, so then I rub off most of the charcoal, but just to get an idea where the face is gonna be located. So the gesso covers the background really well. I just wanted to show you that the background doesn't always matter so much, you just use it. So there's a perfect oval for face. I have divided it in the middle and then divided that in the middle for the middle of the eye. And then the rest of it is divided in the middle for where the nose comes and the middle for where the middle of the mouth comes. I guess that was a mouthful. So I'm gonna use that um, measure or that type of measurement on this face using a graphite pencil. Math was never my strong suit. So face can seem to be kind of challenging, but you just start and do it and practice, and the more you practice, the easier it will get. Here I'm just drawing out the general features. Faces are usually fun to paint. Here I'm using Neocolor water-soluble crayons. It's Neocolors 2. So I just put that liberally all over the gesso. And thing with Neocolors that you blend them with water. So make sure you have a brush that's not too wet or it kind of gets sloppy. So somewhat dry brush and just smooth everything out, and you can mix several colors together. Sometimes you have to let it dry a little bit so you can lay the paint on top. It goes through many layers. It's like makeup. You have to put on a little bit at a time and see how it comes out, and then add more if needed. So don't be worried about making a face in your art journal. Just draw a stick face, like stick figures, and start there. Now I had made a mistake here. I forgot to rub out all the lines that I had made with my graphite pencil, so it got all messed up. And the way to get rid of that is I covered up with some acrylic white paint. White paint is really good to use for covering things up, or gesso, either one. But I think gesso is just a little too heavy. It's good as a base. So I got rid of all the lines, but then you have to let it dry and start over. So I try to think of where the shadows would go, and usually around the edges there's darker colors and lighter colors on the cheekbones and on the front of your forehead, the nose, whatever sticks out has less color. And again, it's good to just keep blending everything. You can of course use watercolor pencils, you can use acrylic paints, watercolors, you could use colored pencils. I mean, you could use anything, whatever you like to use for a tool is perfect. So filling in some eyelids. It's hard to see this. I wish I had zoomed in more. When you look at the unfinished portrait, you go that well, this is going to be a lost cause. But the more you keep painting and blending, the more cohesive it gets. Decided to give her green eyes. You can use a graphite pencil to um, draw in all the lines around the eyes. And here I'm wetting the irises and adding some more black just to accentuate the eyes more. Top of the eyelid has a lighter color too, because of the roundness of the eye. And it's usually darker under the chin because it's always in shade in shadow. I add white to blend and then draw the lines with the graphite pencil. I darken the pupils with a Pitt pen permanent marker and some Signo Uniball white to the eyeballs and to the iris. I decided to stamp her hair, so I have a turquoise StazOn ink, and it's kind of fun to do something different. And it goes with her eyes. Did I say purple? I meant turquoise. And then one frame I lost somehow. I didn't tape you can see that I put a type of a blouse, just some paper, and I had drawn a bird that ended up not liking it all because it was too bright, and was gonna do a little speech bubble. But I decided to get rid of that bird, so again, I'm covering it up with white paint, but I had used actually some Crayola marker on it, so the green was bleeding through, so I couldn't really get rid of it. So then I just do, the last thing is just to add some paper over it. So I have a vintage music sheet, and what I do is just rip a piece that covers it and Mod Podge it in place. And I also had found an already made butterfly from some scrapbooking stash I had, and I was going to put that over it. So to make this blend in, I took some yellow, same yellow paint as the background, and just blended it in. And you know, it looks like it's part of the background. I did a little stamping on the side, and gonna attach the butterfly. And then I decided to, that's almost done, I'm gonna find my little dragonfly stamp, and I stamped that, and that's pretty much it. That's easy. Okay, first one done.